Here's another fun reminder of the biggest bad actor and fraud in the Pokemon community. Why? Well, because you love to see it, and if you don't believe me, simply take a look at my highest viewed videos, and I rest that case. Remember guys, it was just a little over a year ago when Publicify planted the seeds of blind hate for Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is to be a complete disappointment, a bad game, the worst game ever. It'll have more hand-holding than the Let's Go games. You can't defend it. The gaming community and popular opinions are against the game. Those sources include Dude Just Trust Me and Reddit, while not accounting for millions of other Pokemon fans that apparently speaks for as well. Sonic Frontier shits on it. It's shockingly bad. You get the idea. But to show his sincerity, he not only disabled the ratings as usual, but he also turned off the comments. And of course that was never enough, so for literally a whole year he ends up regurgitating the exact same echo chamber and propaganda where he says a whole lot of nothing but the same underdeveloped shit about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, putting aside the fact that whatever your opinion may be on anything, that doesn't make it immune to being critiqued, well, you also have to consider how uneducated his opinions always were, but you also have to consider how he forced his opinion on everyone while vilifying anyone who liked the game and felt differently in any way. When it comes to the same stupid ass lot of nothing, he could only regurgitate about Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you have to fake crying over the reveal of a game, another generation of Pokemon, like that isn't some kind of standard or whatever, I think that says everything you need to know about this basement dweller. I mean, damn, he acts like Ukraine was spared an unnecessary war with Russia. Not that he knows anything about living in reality, let alone having any clue about how the real world works, but there's that. This is just one chapter of Gatekeeping 101. It hasn't even been 2 full days and this dude has already crapped out 7 videos milking Scarlet and Violet.
Here guys, see, I'm positive. I am a true Pokemon fan. No, I totally wasn't gatekeeping what makes a Pokemon game and what you should and shouldn't like, you dummies.
So I guess this is him redeeming himself, and the only brainless that are gonna believe that, of course, are his ever so impressionable lapdogs, but people see right through the bullshit. Gee, it's almost like any worthwhile content creator wouldn't feel the need to milk anything, let alone squeeze a whole lot of nothing from a reveal trailer. We see how Scarlet and Violet are going to look, and we got a preliminary list, a very small preliminary list of Pokemon confirmed to be in the games that anyone with a functioning brain can just literally command their eyes to see. But nope, gotta make a video on that while pretending that Pokemon Legends Arceus wasn't the stepping stone for the upcoming Pokemon games. You gotta know you're a shit talker that spouts a whole lot of nothing about everything when you flip-flop like that. Again, in the same length of time, he had to try and save his dead platform by shitting on Pokemon Legends Arceus. And he also likes to think, of course, that it's about him. What kind of game he wants, what he thinks is a worthwhile main series Pokemon game. You're describing a gatekeeper, sir, along with a biased contrarian. That's his whole shtick. Be the insecure twat, always dying to be validated, and supplement that by saying something controversial, contrary, and quite frankly stupid and ignorant, and you'll get more attention than people who are intellectually sound, let alone logical. Pokemon Legends Arceus sucks because everyone was looking forward to something new, something different. But this is the same boomer and Gen 1er, already unironically blindly praising Scarlet and Violet from one reveal trailer. Yet he doesn't know shit to actually say about either of these games. But these games are looking to turn back to the traditional brain dead and stagnant formula that has been festering in Pokemon for over 2 decades now, and that's acceptable. So he can't even get the gatekeeping and the contrarian nonsense right. So be those two things while being uninformed and just say stupid shit to carry yourself along the way to get those desperate clicks with. But remember, this is also the exact same guy that rage quitted the exact same god-awful, irredeemable abomination of a Pokemon game a little over 3 hours into it, only to shortly uninstall the game. I guess he thought that made him look any kind of intelligent for the first time, but he fails to realize that 1, this is the game that you condemned to hell. It was confirmed to be all of these bad things, but 2, you still gave Game Freaking friends your money and supported the same thing that you tried so hard to prove to yourself was any kind of irredeemable, only to screw yourself over with the sodomizing rage quit. So it's clear that the boomer Gen 1er doesn't have a brain big enough to understand anything complex, let alone something outside of the stale formula, and that's another reason why he is terrified of Pokemon Legends Arceus. And of course he thought that uninstalling but still supporting the same game he confirmed was all kind of awful was actually a good look for him. And in his own words, ladies and gents, because he's that dumb, he said you don't have to play a bad game to know it's a bad game. You see where I'm going with all of this? He contradicts the stupid shit he only knows how to say. So yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus is bad because he says so, but he never said anything beyond a whole lot of nothing from the very beginning, and just constantly shitted on the game and forced his malnourished opinions on everyone. But then he turns around and sings nothing but praise for Scarlet and Violet? What exactly does he have to go off of other than a revealed trailer, ladies and gents? Here it is right here. Absolutely nothing, because it's all about getting those clicks. He wants non-stop news so he can shit the same lot of nothing about the games, much like he did with the propaganda and echo chamber of brain dead hate he crapped out about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Where else can you see this amazing bout of creativity and originality? Well, for the few videos that his punk ass hasn't hidden, as you can see here, you can say anything
hateful, toxic, and negative
about Sword, Shield, Let's Go Pikachu, and Let's Go Eevee. The unbelievable truth discovered about no national decks in Sword and Shield, where he vilified people who were upset about no national decks no longer being in the games, which was never an excuse to not include all of the Pokemon in the games, because guess what? The Pokemon are the games. That's why it's called Pokemon. And I don't care if they drop the gotta catch 'em all phrase between whatever region and whatever generation of Pokemon games. That does not excuse the initial concept of obtaining all of the available Pokemon. It's indefensible to not include your main draw to your games. Otherwise, don't include Link or his Sword and Shield in any of the Zelda games. By this logic, it's okay to remove Mario from Mario games. You get the idea. Yeah, any and all criticism reserved for Sword and Shield were invalid, and he sucked off the Pokemon Company, then shitted on them with Pokemon Legends Arceus, and once again, the trees in Sword and Shield look better than the ones in Breath of the Wild. Also, any and all criticisms Distant Kingdom had for Sword and Shield were lies. And the same Reddit posts he praised that spoke against Pokemon Legends Arceus were lying about Sword and Shield. Says the same guy that initially wanted 8th gen as a whole to be worse than Sun and Moon, and therefore failed because he was gatekeeping the Let's Go games against any and all negativity that they received. Negativity, of course, being criticism he disagrees with. He never had any credibility, let alone integrity, to begin with. The fact that one is so fucking dumb to support something they claim is an irredeemable abomination is one thing, only to turn around and say,
you don't have to support the abomination to know it's an abomination.
And of course, there's the classic nothing he only ever said about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Before all of that, something tells me he's still secretly jerking his beef to Pokemon Legends Arceus, Scarlet and Violet, off of one revealed trailer, are this redemption against Pokemon Legends Arceus and everything he deems is worthy or not concerning the franchise as a whole. Can you imagine being so fucking irrelevant that you have to scrape for attention to this degree, contradicting all of the stupid shit you only know how to say and regurgitate just because you desperately need clicks and approval? Gee, it's almost like nothing about this kid was ever genuine. And milking one reveal trailer for the upcoming Pokemon games is his way of rehashing the same failed gimmick that personifies his failed platform and career choice on YouTube. You know, it's a good thing that Scarlet and Violet saved his ass in the nick of time. Otherwise, it's Elden Ring or bust.